another Big Bang.
In today's programme, we'll show that pigs can fly.
Well caught. We'll be scaring ourselves silly as we investigate the fine line between excitement and terror.
And we'll be wreaking havoc with our own roller coaster, crashing the lounge with an explosive marble run. But first, a trick. Gareth, can you get this match to stand on its end?
Yeah, it's just a matter of a steady hand, a bit of application. No, hang on, nearly there. It's a fundamental law of nature, Violet. Matches don't stand on their end, they fall over.
It's also a fundamental law of nature, Gareth, that spit is sticky.
I've got it, OK. Cunning. Superb. All right, here's one for you. Here's a stack of drafts, OK? The challenge is for you to knock out that white draft, leaving the black ones, but without touching the white one.
That's easy. Watch this.
No, V, I said the white one. There's a trick to this, and I'll show you and you at the end of the programme.
Come on, then. Let's get on.
Ever wondered who was in your family before you? Want to know who you're descended from? Let's meet your ancestors. The first humans appeared in Africa about 2.5 million years ago. They were called Homo habilis and were the original tool users. 500,000 years later, Homo erectus came along. The first humans to stand fully upright, they were excellent long-distance joggers and ran all the way to Europe and China. Travelling to Europe, we come across the Neanderthals. The Neanderthals had large brains and were very advanced, but they were driven out anyway by us, Homo sapiens. Since then, we've been the only species of humans. Lucky for us.
You know what? I'm starving.
Oh, don't worry, Violet. You never know. Food might just drop in from the sky.
Yeah, and pigs might fly.
Funny you should say that.
What's that? Oh, it's a pig.
He's an edible pig. He's made out of marzipan.
You make some more supplies and I'll get on with this.
If you want to drop some food parcels in for your friends, it couldn't be easier. And you do it like this. The parachute is made from a piece of polythene, perhaps just an old plastic bag, cut to about, well, 1/2 metre square. You then need some shroud lines, bits of string or cotton, about twice the length of one side of your parachute. Then simply tape the shroud lines on to 2 corners like that. Do the same on the other side. Your parachute's made. Now, the pig couldn't be easier. It starts off life as marzipan, but you've probably already noticed that marzipan is not pig-coloured, so you need to stain it. Use a little bit of food dye, then fold that into the marzipan. Now, it will stain your fingers, but that stain will wash off in a day or two. Right, then you need to mould your new pink marzipan into the shape of a nice little piggy here. Now, remember, this pig is going to be eaten, so make sure you've washed your hands before you start moulding the marzipan, and then you need to wrap him up in a piece of cellophane, because if he lands on the floor and gets grubby before he goes in your mouth, not such a good idea. Then, attach your pig to your parachute until you've got something that looks like this. Now, the thing about parachutes is, it's all about size. The larger the parachute, the more slowly the pig falls. But if you make the chute too big, it won't open properly. So, I reckon that is exactly the right size. Now, the launching tube, this is fantastic. Couldn't be easier. It's just one of these poster tubes. You put your pig in one end, and the launch technique is a simple flick. Hey, yo! Incoming!
Ooh.
Well caught.
More food. Now come and help with this pipe lagging.
Oh, all right, yes. The Earth, hewn from impossible forces countless millennia ago, the cradle of humankind, an oasis in the vastness of space. This is the strange but true story of the Earth.
No! Stop! Cut! Gareth! You got it wrong. It's not the Earth. It's a strange but true story of Earth.
Oh, sorry. What?
Here's the Earth we're talking about. But what's it made of?
Well, it starts off life as rock, then add weather, wait a few hundred years until it's worn away the rock and turned it into sand and fine powder. Then mix it together with vegetation like old grass and you've got your earth. There is one other ingredient, poo.
I know it looks pretty yucky, but believe it or not, this stuff is full of goodness. To become earth, plants first have to be broken down. Animals chomp it into little pieces, then recycle it back into the ground by the normal method.
Ugh. But these fellas love it. Worms eat through everything in their path, breaking it down and mixing it up. After a good long while, and at the other end of the worm, you get earth.
Oh no! I'm standing in an earthworm toilet!
OK, if there's so much poo in soil, how come poo smells like poo, but soil smells quite nice, actually? Well, the answer is these fellas. Mushrooms. Well, not exactly mushrooms, but they're close cousin, fungi. Fungi grow just about anywhere and are really good at breaking down poo and getting rid of the smells. So, little fella, let's see what you can do with that. Off you go. It's not working yet.
There are lots of different kinds of earth. For instance, clay is really rich in minerals, rocks, so it's great at turning into hard pots.
A soggy type of earth, peat, is made up mainly of rotting vegetation, rather like this manure. And it's so rich in carbon that you can actually burn it as a fuel.
But there is another use for peat. Surprisingly, you're not going to believe this, it's incredible, but peat is really, really good at making mummies.
Not Egyptian mummies, bog mummies. This body was sealed in a peat marsh. The natural acids there and lack of oxygen have preserved him, so he's pretty young looking for someone who's 2,000 years old.
But it's not only dead people that are preserved by the earth. Some people believe that by putting a specially pure form of mud on their face, it will keep them young and beautiful.
But whatever you do, don't try doing this with the mud that you find in your garden or in a farmyard. It's so full of bugs, it would probably make you really ill. Violet, you sure that I'm going to be beautiful?
No, but it does look really funny.
Right, mousetraps primed.
Check,
Balloon set.
check,
Falling weight propped.
check.
One marble trained and primed.
We've built a fantastic marble run. It's made out of this stuff, which is pipe lagging. You can get it from a DIY centre. It's really cheap, which is good if you're making a big marble run. But best of all, you can cut it with the scissors. Now, the theory is this. We release a marble from here. It performs not one, not two, not three, but 4 complete loops before entering this helter-skelter section. At the bottom of that section, it hits this cunning trigger, which pulls this lead, which releases this aircraft, which flies on a carefully planned trajectory towards that balloon, which it will burst, pulling another trigger, which releases another marble on Violet's track.
The marble will go backwards and forwards for a bit until it comes screeching down this incline with enough speed to do the triple loop. Then it'll come along here and hit this marble. You see, the problem with marble runs is gravity. When a marble's got as low as it can go, then you have to be clever. So as our marble hits this marble, it will knock this string, pulling the string down, pulling down the latch, setting off another daredevil marble higher up.
Enough talk, let's try it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Marbles away. First loop, second loop, third loop, fourth loop, into the helter-skelter. Down out of the helter-skelter.
First trigger.
Chops away. And the marble's in the ramps. It's going right to left, left to right,
It's working.
right to left. And the high-speed ramp, crooking the marble.
Into the funnel, down through the hole to the final section.
Down the alpine run, into the funnel. Out the slot, it's the home straight.
The Newton exchange into the final trigger. It worked!
Today's Big Bang Big Stuff is about running away in terror.
Why would we want to do that, Violet?
Well, supposing you were here, alone, late at night, you know, shadows, mist across the water. Suddenly, behind you, in the bushes, you hear a sound.
Well, I'd run away in absolute terror then, but it would be perfectly normal, perfectly natural.
Exactly. So normal and natural that in dangerous situations, you can't stop yourself.
Yeah, but there's nothing dangerous or scary round here.
Here you go, Gareth.
Oh, thank you very much.
How are you feeling?
Fine, thanks.
Would you stand up a minute and lift your shirt up?
Why?
I'm just fitting this on you. It's a pulse monitor. Hang on. Nearly there. That's it. That's reading your heartbeat and transmitting the information to this. It looks like a watch. And now I can see that your heart's beating at 70 beats a minute.
Pretty relaxed and groovy then. Not scared at all then.
Not yet.
Oh, I get it. You're going to put me on a roller coaster, aren't you?
Well, we are at a theme park.
Ooh, I'm scared out of my skin, Violet. Tell you what, I'll be back in a minute.
Going to the toilet's a natural part of fear. Bits like your bladder and your stomach instinctively shut down, freeing up more important stuff like your brain and your legs. So you go to the toilet to get rid of your food in a southerly direction, because that prevents it from coming up later on in a northerly direction. All this is good because it means your body's much lighter and you're able to run away much more quickly.
Violet, this is the men's room.
Sorry?
The thing is, Violet, right, roller coasters don't scare me. I mean, they're inspected daily. They're built to the same sort of safety standards as a commercial aircraft, and in fact, you're safer on a roller coaster than you are in a car.
That'll be why your heart rate's getting up towards 90 beats per minute then, Gareth.
It is?
Yeah, it's perfectly natural. Your heart always beats faster when the danger looms, because it's preparing your body to work harder, pumping oxygen round.
Getting ready to run away?
Exactly.
Good idea.
Oi, not so far, Gareth. The queue's this way. Come on. OK, then. You're pretty relaxed at the moment. 83. Going up.
Yippee! 120! How come you're so calm?
Been on this ride tons of times.
Oh, that was fun.
When you peaked out at 160 heartbeats a minute.
Betrayed by my own heart. Yeah, I admit it, right? I was terrified.
Yeah, but fear is such a basic thing. Even when you know the ride's safe, you can't help being terrified.
Yeah, but it's good though, isn't it? Do you know, I'm sure this is taking longer to dismantle than it took to put up. Violet, give us a hand.
OK, but only after you show me how your draft trick works. You've got to knock the white draft out without disturbing the whole pile.
Well, the trick is this. You turn another draft on its side and you flick it at the stack.
Hang on, that'll knock everything down, won't it?
No, in theory, the only bit that will move will be the only draft that's hit, which is the white one. Here we go. Yes!
Hey!
Hey, now, any chance of getting this stuff put away?
Oh, all right then, come on.
Hold the funnel.